Still, it's less out of context than his average video. Express Squash 9940. What did this even mean? Yeah, yep, that's one of them that's existed for a while. Okay.
It's time.
Is it time?
It's time.
It's time for me to reveal what this is about. Hey guys, and welcome to GTLive, where today I'm just hanging out with my twin, the phony. I was looking at the camera and I feel like we both look very similar to one another, right? We're twinning today. We're going as each other. It's take your phony to work day, and I'm taking my phony to work day. He's here with me on the couch. Hey bud, here, I'm just gonna put you off camera though, okay? You stay quiet off to the side and you just watch Daddy do his work, okay? Daddy do his work. I never want to say anything like that again.
I was like, what is y'all's relationship right now?
The lore between me and the phony is getting deep. Yeah, that's a weird one. Oh my gosh, I should bring him to, I have ideas. I have thoughts and ideas. Anyway, don't mind me. It's just very cold. Here, I got to take this slightly off because I don't want it rubbing up on the microphone and getting all this noise. But it's freezing cold in here.
I know.
Who turned up the air conditioning?
I don't know.
It is so cold. Humanity is so broken that we're like, man, it's too hot outside. Let's design a system that makes it cold inside. Makes sense. But then humanity's like, let's crank up that system so it's super cold. So now you have to wear a coat indoors. That's the world that I exist in, but I guess everyone outside in the office area is like, it's hot. So I'm freezing. Hey, but it gives me a good opportunity to be like, there's theory wear. It's still available and it's great. You have amazing coats like this one that were inspired by the back rooms and have like a fun radioactive yellow theme to it. Or you have equally plush, nice coats like this one, which is more game theory themed, but look at that lining. Oh, it's so thick. So as you're getting into the fall and winter months, these are items that are gonna keep you nice and toasty. Or if it's the summer months and you're just surrounded by a bunch of employees who keep everything really cold. It's so cold. Look, you're even in a hoodie.
I'm actually in my heat map hoodie.
Oh, heat map hoodie.
Woo!
If you need an extra layer, I got this for you.
Oh yeah, throw it over.
Whoa.
Woo!
We've got so many good coats. The FNAF jazz, so we're in the final process of polishing up the FNAF line of merch that's going to be launching in October. So many good things, and there's a lot of really good coats there. I've had to cut 2 of them, and we're like, we'll hold on to these for later, but there's a lot. That's great. So anyway, Theoryware is available. The link is in the description or probably somewhere on screen at this point. There's like 500 different places to purchase things on YouTube at this point, just because YouTube is vying like all the platforms are to be the place where you find your purchase decisions, because at the end of the day, every website wants to be your only website. So welcome to your only website, Game Theory. So long story short, FNAF merch is coming out in October, and then we have a final merch launch in December, I think, or no, November after that, which is going to be really cool. It's kind of like our end of year Christmas thing. We're thinking about doing an entire fashion show around it. It's very exciting. Also, in other news, this is our last filming in this studio. Yeah, in this studio. I say studio in this room. It's not a. It's a studio insofar as a place where you film is a studio, but it is a room in my basement. But now it's going to be a room in the attic.
Woo!
Right? You're moving on up, Ash. Moving on up to the top floor, to a room just above where I sleep.
Oh, well, when you put it like that, oh my God.
That is kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that is very weird.
Actually, you're not moving in a room. You're at, the room I sleep is here, the stairwell's there, and then we're going to be over like where Ollie sleeps.
Okay.
A little bit better.
A little bit.
Better. Yeah.
Marginally.
No, we haven't. So I don't know if you have this in your neck of the woods or whatever, but here in North Carolina, like the bonus room is a big thing. Like we had like extra floor space. We never called it a bonus room. I never learned about bonus rooms until I met Steph. But bonus rooms, which are just like big open floor plan rooms where you don't know what to do with it, so it becomes either an entertaining space, or you throw a bunch of stuff in it, or it just like remains empty for years, and the family's just like, we don't know what we're going to do with this thing. And so our bonus room is actually in our attic, and we've historically been using it for, like, and we didn't do anything with it. And bit by bit, more and more of our live productions have been moving up there because it's just a big open space where instead of carrying lights and things from the basement and up and down and up and down, we just have been moving everything up there. And so the reason this room is going away and being moved up to the top floor is so all the camera equipment, all the lights, all the green screens and everything just exist up there. So it's just an efficient thing. But yeah, that's happening. It means that we're going to have a new background.
Uh-huh.
And same couch though, right? The couch is going up? Or are we moving to the orange couch?
No, same couch.
Are you sure you don't want that orange couch?
There are a lot of mysterious stains on there, and I do not want to subject you
It seems like it's bird poop. I don't
Right?
I think it's bird poop
The
on that
texture
couch.
of that would imply it.
It does.
Yeah.
It's like guano.
Right?
I don't know why or how. We've probably cleaned it at some point.
It looks like burned in there.
It is.
Looks like
I don't.
burned some fabric
I don't
off.
know what the deal. So we got this orange couch. It's an exact replica of this couch. We got an orange couch that's an exact replica of this one for a brand deal that we did with Amazon Fire Stick TV years ago because we hosted a show on Amazon Fire that was kind of like a recap show, catching you up before a new season of like a new bingeable show launched. And so because it's Amazon, they wanted it to be orange. And it looks like a big old Nickelodeon couch. And we've had no idea of what to do with it ever since because it's not like an orange couch naturally merges into your decor. I love it. I think it's a great couch. But yeah, at some point, a bird pooped on hers. And not just poop, like he had a time on that couch. He was having digestive issues.
He
on
was
that couch.
fighting demons. I don't know what came out, but it
and
was
it's always
strong.
existed in a corner. It's like it got burned in, and then everyone just moved on. I don't know what happened.
Right.
Anyway, we can, if you don't feel like moving a couch, we could always just transition to the orange couch.
You know what we could also do?
Yeah,
if it's
what's
a
that?
replica, we could just take the cushions and swap out the cushions.
Do the cushions come? I don't think the cushions come off of this.
What?
No, I think it's all together.
The structure of it would lead me to believe that you could remove them.
Like a typical couch. You would think
Yes.
that, like any couch where you can remove cushions. If you feel in the front here, it's actually in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it. Anyway, enough about the couch. So the move is happening. Don't be alarmed. There might be a couple of transitional episodes as we kind of like make that move. But that's exciting. Brand new day. I'm excited how it's
Yeah.
all going to come together. But we thought it would be a really good way to kind of wrap things up here or kind of like bring a close to this one with everyone's favorite, a meme review. Because, you know, we all about them memes. I've been traveling, Ash has been traveling. There's been so much going on that we haven't gotten a chance to really like sit down and talk through all the memes that have happened. And there's been a lot of cause for memes as we've done more live action shoots across food theory and style theory. There's FNAF that launched, so that always launches a whole new range of things. The only question I have is, you know, we do meme reviews off of Reddit usually and Twitter, but Reddit crashed and burned and Twitter is now like, who even knows what the internet is anymore? Like everyone canceled Reddit for a while. Twitter like has been in its own like descent spiral. Do we even have a platform anymore, Ash?
I don't know. It's been a confusing summer.
It's been a wild, it's right? It's been a wild ride.
It's a fever dream. I don't remember anything that's happened, but
Yeah.
I've seen everything.
You've seen everything and remember nothing.
Exactly.
That's probably for your own benefit, to be honest.
Yeah. Repression.
But apparently things are still getting posted on both of those sites, so let's enjoy them while they last, before all user bases have completely abandoned. And then we gotta keep Reddit, we gotta keep at least Reddit alive. We have almost 800,000 theorists there. We're in the top 1%.
Wow.
I know,
That's
right?
wild to think about.
For a while, all that was being posted on Reddit was John Oliver memes because all the mods and stuff were rebelling against the platform, and I understand why. Like, even me, usually I'm kind of neutral towards a lot of the like platform, like Twitter burning and descending into flame and fire. That hasn't really affected me all that much. But like Reddit, close to my home, and the fact that they like banned the third-party apps or
Yep.
price them out. Sync was my go-to third-party app. And I'm so sad because the Reddit app it sucks. There's a reason why everyone went to third-party apps. So I'm using it begrudgingly, recognizing that it's not effective. But I'm here and I'm just as eager and excited to engage with the stuff that you're posting, wherever that stuff might be. And if you have suggestions on where we should do it in the future, let us know. But no, Reddit is still the best place. Twitter, @MatPatGT, hashtag GTLive. Use those things because they are still available and we're still checking them on the reg. So without any further ado, this is by a lot of letters, LVL2SNPR. About to drop the biggest rap track. This is our follow-up album. This I gotta be thinking like this.
Hold on.
This is it. This is the follow-up. Our new background needs to be just a green screen, and you could like put me in a cityscape or something. Like show off the radioactive. It's like radioactive, or like city on fire, city escape.
Hey Matt.
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt, but can you please get my McDonald's from Justin?
Oh, there's McDonald's from Justin. Hey, how long were you standing there?
Long enough.
Thanks, Justin.
This seems like the setup for a great brand deal that isn't a brand deal.
No, it's not.
This would be amazing. Why has no fast food company ever sponsored us? Oh, probably because we have a channel dedicated to, talking about their dark lore and why their burgers are toxic or whatever. But that would be like a setup for a brand deal. Hey
Yeah.
Matt, my lunch is over. Oh, thank you, Grubhub dealer. Amazing. Yes, we are about to drop the biggest rap track ever. And that rap track was apparently Penultimate Tally from Garten of Ban 4. Penultimate Tally. That was good. We've had a lot of guests
Right?
this summer.
Oh yeah.
A lot of guests. Stupendium, Dan, Santi,
Tom?
It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't been a lot of us time, Ash.
I know.
Where's the us time?
Where is the us time?
We'll have plenty of us time in the attic.
Great.
Great.
It's better than us time in the basement.
We'll find out.
Oh,
It'll be a
God.
journey. We do have good us time in the attic though.
Yeah, we do.
For context, Ash and I film shorts up in the attic currently, and so when we do short, we have a good time with shorts.
We have a great time.
Sometimes we get real unhinged.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes we decide to throw everything away and just go get boba.
Yeah.
This from Metrofidian 9292, because all 92, 91 were taken. If Stupendium was head of the theory channels, this is fire. Dear God, there's more. No! I gotta say, Greg did a fantastic job analyzing the Poppy Playtime trailer.
They nailed it.
They were awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So good. Also, for those of you who don't know or missed it when it aired on Game Theory, the upload is still there. Also, Greg, absolute all-star when it came to the Streamy Awards. So I reached out to them after, I knew I wanted to do a compilation viral video song, celebrating all viral clips and all the meme-ish songs that have existed on online video for years. And Streamies weren't really equipped to be able to handle that request, and especially in the timeline that they were working in. And Greg being in studio, I'm like, hey, I know you're connected to the nerdcore community. I'd love for you or anyone in that community to I don't know if it's possible, if you guys can do it on any sort of timeline, but this is the request if you can. And Greg just totally stepped up to the plate and was like, I knocked this out in a weekend. And it was awesome. They were even willing to fly out to Los Angeles to perform it live on stage. They ended up not being able to do it just because of visa issues in the couple week window that we were working with. But across the board was an all-star, helped perform it, helped compose it. Just Greg is fantastic. Just an absolute, I am constantly proud, so proud to be a part of this community. But honestly, I'm so constantly proud of so many of the people in the creator space and how talented and dedicated and thoughtful and considerate they are. And man, talking about someone who goes above and beyond, Stupendium, wonderful.
Clap and a half?
Clap and a half for Stupendium. Also, top tier theorist, analyzing that Poppy Playtime trailer, wonderful. That was great. We've had some really insightful guests this summer, which has been really nice. Here we go. Aggravating MatPat. Love it. MatPat be like, we got Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. We got My Friendly Neighborhood. And we've got Wally from Welcome Home. Finally, after all these years, I have them all. A lot of puppets. The puppets have definitely seen a big surge lately, gotta admit. I don't know what it is. Also, way to just completely throw out Hello Puppets, which was one of the puppet games that... There's a lot of puppets, but Hello Puppets was a puppet game that also had multiple installments, but just, no. No?
We remember what happened.
With
Hello Puppets Midnight World?
Oh, Midnight Show.
Oh.
Hello Puppets Midnight Show, which ended up being like MatPat failing to play a game for, what was it, like 3 hours?
40-something minutes.
It was terrible. That was a great one. If you missed that one, it's one of the most unhinged GTLives we've ever done. It was pretty special. Me just failing repeatedly to play through this game. It was a journey. It was a journey. Also, Showdown Bandit, also a puppet game back in the day from the makers of Bendy and the Ink Machine. It was a marionette game. That's a puppet. That counts as a puppet.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? A lot indie horror scene full of puppets. I need all the Gravity Falls journals, not just the 3. I need like 6 of them, and then I've connected. It's like that's what it is. It's a Thanos Infinity Gauntlet of puppet games. That's what it is. I've collected all of them. So many puppets. Oh, here we go. Civil War stand 2 days ago. MatPat falling into the deep depths of the FNAF lore. Real footage. Yeah. Yes. Also showing feet on the live stream. All sorts of rules being broken there. So this was, for those of you who don't know, this was a cutscene from our Grimace Shake episode on food theory, which, you know, that was a Santi call to cut that one. I don't know, man. He preferred the one where I just died outside of this room and just like died coughing with milkshake over me. I'm like, how do you reject me falling into the pool in the coat and everything?
Was it the leather?
Yeah.
Oh, the leather.
I know.
In the chlorine.
I mean, it's vegan leather, which is good.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
It holds up. That's talking about the quality of game theory merch. That is a MatPat authorized jacket right there.
Yeah.
We have high quality. You can jump in your pool and it's fine.
Durable.
It dried out fairly quickly. I had to actively like hang it out and dry, but it was fine. It was fun. Swimming around in full clothing, by the way, awesome. It's so freeing.
It is.
I like it. It's great. It's very heavy and very hard, but like you feel like you're doing something wrong, even though it's technically not like bad. That's the level of thrills that I get in my life.
Oh yeah.
Like, ooh, look at me breaking the rules by jumping in the pool with my clothes on.
I did that at Ollie's birthday party.
Yeah.
And it was the thrill of the month.
Right. It was a highlight. Right. It is a highlight.
It is.
Same thing with taking a shower with clothes on, because you know sometimes you do this and you're like, oh, I gotta like clean the chlorine off the clothes, and so you take the shower in it too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Rinse after exiting the pool. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Arrested Development. And you're like a never nude, and you're wearing shorts in the shower. I can't believe they cut. We had a whole scene. I swam laps like that. There was so much footage of this moment that didn't make it in that video. I'm like, why did we not include this?
Swam laps?
I swam back and forth a couple times. Yeah.
What's your stroke of choice?
It depends. Usually I'm a breaststroke guy. However, you know, with this, because I needed a little bit more momentum, I did front crawl or freestyle, as the true swimmers say.
Yes, very true. Yeah, I guess that would kind of restrict your shoulder movement if you were to try a butterfly situation.
Oh, butterfly! I'm not much of a butterflyer.
Really?
I mean, no. Is anyone truly a butterflyer? Like,
Me.
You're just like undulating your body over and over again. It's like the least efficient stroke out there.
Look, okay. You see on TikTok and stuff all these stresses about releasing stress and trauma from your body. Okay. That is the beauty of butterfly. You do that in the water.
Wow.
Yes.
Literally just like convulsing in the water.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's freeing and tiring.
It's so tiring. Oh, it's exhausting. It's like, how much can I move my body for such little motion?
Right.
It really is. Were you a fly?
Oh, I was a fly.
You and Steph.
Yeah, man.
You and Steph with your flies.
Like Giga Chad shoulders.
I was gonna say the massive like beast shoulders.
Yes, Matt.
I'm not saying I'm not commenting on your shoulders. I'm just saying for someone to compete in the fly, it's all shoulders. It's all shoulders. It's all shoulders.
Oh yeah.
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 No, it was one of those ones that I learned because I was a swim instructor and taught it to other people and this and that. But like as an actual stroke that like a normal person uses in their day-to-day, not really busting out the fly. I also side stroke, underappreciated stroke.
Okay.
Hot take.
Hot take.
Side stroke, very, pretty relaxing, decent distance, not very like hard. Like, the arms are just kind of like keeping you afloat, but the legs give you some good propulsion. Solid.
I have a hard time I was gonna say I have a hard time keeping straight, but like.
Hey! Tell me something I don't know, Ash.
Yeah.
Amazing. And on that note,
let's go to the next meme.
No further explanation necessary. This is from Civil War Stan again. Civil War Stan again.
Wow. Double trouble.
Double whammy. MatPat, when he sees him and John have the same ruin theory, am I giving him a fist bump or am I punching him in the face?
It looks like the tiniest, most controlled punch ever.
Right? Like, it's cringe away. No, honestly, I think it's cool that there's been a lot. I feel like that's a good sign that we are on the right track. Like in the FNAF world, if more than one FNAF theorist is like, hey, I see this, and another person, oh, I see that too. Great. That means that there's actual consensus and unity in the fandom. Hooray for us. We might have solved something. We're not just blindly speculating and throwing it into the void. Maybe there is some cohesiveness and thought and intelligible storytelling. I love that. I love that screenshot, though. John, another one, crushing it as a guest when he was on here.
Oh my God, John was awesome.
We need to bring that man back.
Bring back John.
Bring back, we'll show him the new studio when it's upstairs.
Yeah, we'll bring him up to the attic.
Show him to the attic. Going upstairs. Ooh, Style Theory be wildin' lately and checks out. Okay, this is my Uller Mad, we've had before. Wait, oh, great. This is from the Edible Underwear episode. Really, really stellar episodes that we've been pulling out lately. Let's see this guy. Way walk. Stomping the runway.
What were you just watching?
Is that Jacksepticeye's modern, like, stop what you're doing, stop right now.
Yes.
That's great. What were we just watching? Honestly, I look at some of our videos that we make these days and I'm like, what am I doing with myself? Edible Underwear, that was one of my more unhinged ones. There's a couple that stand out as like, I don't know exactly what I was thinking with those. Bad decisions were made across the board. I don't hate them by any means, but it's just like, that's gonna live on the internet for a while. You think I could submit this video to America's Next Top Model and get a runway contestant? How's my stomp? How's my runway stomp? I don't know what to do with my arms. Stomp in the runway. You see what my arms? I need to be more confident with my arms. Stomp in the runway.
What were you just watching?
Thanks,
I feel like your sachet is very strong.
My sachet's strong, my arm game is a little weak. So I mentioned it earlier that we're going to be doing a big fashion show before the end of the year. The smack, I think, adds a lot of personality to it, to be honest. But I do, between now and then, I need to figure out what to do with my arms.
I think you've got to bring those shoulders back.
Yeah, shoulders back.
Right now they're kind of curved forward, and that's really limiting your stance.
It's true. Well, see, the problem is I'm used to like, when I'm modeling, I've learned a lot from years of watching America's Next Top Model with Tyra Banks. I've learned the smize, where you're supposed to like squint slightly and have feeling behind it.
Hold on, let's get a close-up of that.
How's the smizing looking? Good?
I think so.
Great. It looks like I have something in my hair. I'm gonna get nice. Just looks like I have something in my eye. But the smize, but also the broken dowel, where you're supposed to be kind of like hunched over and I'm so moody. I have emotions. I'm destroyed. Like, it creates interesting body positions. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I can't hold up my own body weight. I'm falling over. That's what I've learned from modeling. So I think I'm transitioning my still photography techniques to my runway walk, and I gotta hone both. That being said, let me know, what do you think we should do as part of this fashion show? Because we're looking to get other YouTubers involved and do kind of like a big YouTuber fashion show. Obviously showcasing our stuff, but showcasing their stuff as well. One of the things I've been thinking about, though, is getting members of Team Theorist to stomp the runway. Would that be fun for you, Ash? Do you want to stomp the runway or no?
Ooh, I mean, will they make me pretty?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we would all be gussied up, and I mean, you're already pretty in a Boston employee, like, completely neutral way, like, hey, let's be very clear, but like, you're not hideous. Hey, kid, you're not hideous. Great. Nailed it. No, but I mean, like, yeah, we would all be, like, gussied up, and we'd have, like, hair and makeup things. So, like,
I'd love that.
Right, that would be fun. I've been also wondering if we want members of the community to potentially do stuff.
Ooh.
You could go out and cast people, and we'll probably end up doing that regardless, just because you need people with experience, you need people to showcase different body types and skin tones and all that. Like, I want to make sure that it's very representative. But I also figure, like, having a couple of, like loyal theorists involved in it could be a lot of fun, too.
Why did I catch you watching game theory?
Wait, hold up. What is this? The lore man won't rest. Venomous Koala 006. Here we go.
Why did I catch you watching game theory videos while on the job?
Hey, Purple Guy. Purple Guy is watching the game theory bit. He likes us. He's like, I gotta solve the lore. What am I supposed to do at this moment in the story? I'm not sure. What location am I in at this point? I don't know. I gotta listen to MatPat.
You know the beef we have with this dude? He keeps trying to break into the pizzeria, dude.
Wait, will Ballora be ballin'? Will Ballora be ballin'? It's true. That is absolutely a thumbnail that we would produce. 100%.
We have with this dude? He keeps trying to break into the pizzeria. Trying to take all the pizza ovens, my guy. Looking for clues, looking for Easter eggs.
He's trying to take all the pizza, my guy.
Ovens, my guy. Looking for clues, looking for Easter eggs. We have to replace one of them because he literally took it. I don't know how does he lift? Your tap.
Very well, thank you. I lift very well. The best lift. The best lift there is.
One of them because he literally took it. I don't know how does he lift? Your task is to make sure he doesn't get in here.
Uh-oh.
What am I paying you $3 an hour for?
Common MatPat jump scare. MatPat jump scare for the win. Oh, that's incredible. Look at that. Look at how evil I turned at the moment.
An hour.
Best jump scare that FNAF has had in years. That's awesome. Special shout out to, so this is Venomous Koala who posted it, but special shout out to Sabby Nightmarin over on TikTok. That's awesome. That was great. That was delightful. Thank you for this. I do. I feel like I would be that guy sneaking into the pizza place after hours, poking around, hiding like under a table or in like a bathroom stall until everything was closed and be like, something's going on here.
Taking whole pizza ovens?
Taking the whole thing. Well, I got a lift.
Right.
Gotta.
If the butterfly ain't getting those shoulders broader, we gotta find a new way.
It's true. Yeah, the butterfly can only get you so far.
Right.
Butterfly can only get you so far. At a certain point, you gotta just graduate up to pizza ovens. That's what I did. Mm-hmm. Question is Freddy Fazbear's, are they metal pizza ovens or are we talking about brick? Is this like Italian style pizza oven?
Oh, lore.
Lore. That's important lore. Especially for Steph, who takes her pizza very seriously. That's very important lore for her to know.
Right.
Because if it's metal, hard pass. Brick, ooh, now we're talking.
Oh yeah.
Are they cooking it on screens or directly on the stone? Crucial. Great. Velbomb ML Guas taken. Nope. Velbomb MLG was taken. There it is. I figured it out. Don't you tell me. Oh, this one again. So, what is this? I mean, I know what it is, but.
Smiling face, slightly blushing. I'll catch up with you some other time. And don't overdo it. Watch your calories.
Don't you tell me how many calories I need, bitch!
Yes! Oh, it's Friday Night Funkin'. This is amazing. Oh, I love that we have so many Friday Night Funkin' mods about us. I want to play this. This is great. I love Pikachu just bopping out in the background. It's also, I love that the secret code is 420 and 69. Wow, this is incredible. Whatever happened to Friday Night Funkin'? Where is that game at this point? It's been so long since we've heard any sort of update about Friday Night Funkin'. I miss it. What is behind my head? There's a secret behind my head, isn't there? Looks like a mushroom? The Mario thing? Did we ever get a shot at it maybe towards the end? This is great, by the way. Oh! Oh wow, we got it. It's just escalated. Someone's taking an interview of us. And there's the camera and everything. Oh, cool. This is great. You can't see what's behind my head, though. So awesome. I love you guys for making this. It's so cool. I feel like at this point, there's been more mods made of us to fill up an entire Friday Night Funkin' game. They should just release the like Friday Night Funkin' MatPat edition. Look at the little bottom back there. Also, I forget what video this is originally from, that quote, but that's from...
I think it was from one of y'all's playthroughs of Simulacra, right?
Simulacra?
Simulacra?
Yeah, I think either that or was that Simulacra, or was it the one where we're reading like the AOL chat box? Is that Simulacra?
It's like, I know y'all are reading maybe it's text messages on a phone.
Yes.
So
that is Simulacra. Is that if it's text messages on a phone, it's Simulacra. If it's the window, like an AOL chat messenger, that's Emily is away. Emily was away. Emily is something. Emily is AOL. She's away from keyboard. AFK. What? You have it?
Sarah is missing.
Sarah's
missing.
Simulacra, Sarah's missing, Emily's away. Some computer entity is missing at some point. But that's what that's from. For a long time, I'm like, what is that clip from? Because I would never say something like that in that aggressive of a tone. Like, I would never do that. And it's like, oh, it's us reading a clip from a game. I love how out of context that's been taken, though, at this point. I hope that people are actually doing their research and going back to the original video to know that that's a thing. I hope. It's the internet. Of course they're doing their research and not reading too much into this. Shout out to Weeboy over on YouTube. YouTube at Weeboy, who made this, I guess. This is amazing. We need to hop back and do another, maybe in the new studio we can hop back and do, because there's been updates to like the Friday Night Funkin' mods around us.
Yeah.
Maybe we do another one.
And I know that there are more Friday Night Funkin' mods of us specifically.
Oh, yeah?
Of older and newer GTLive.
Great. Maybe we do just a whole episode dedicated. Ever since Mr. Tomatoes, like Mr. Theorists or whatever, like hop back into like some MatPat and like game theory fan games.
Yeah,
That'd be
man.
fun. We haven't done those in a while and they're amazing. Let's do that. Cool. Next up, we got Nakure. MatPat has officially lost his mind again. It was never there to begin with. The joke's on you. That's how this whole thing worked. MatPat thinking he solved the FNAF lore again. Steel Wool Studios! Ruin. Does the fact that it's on the egg mean I'm going to insert it into my mouth? Is that what that's telling me at this moment?
Yes.
It's hey MatPat, here's this. Shove it down your throat. Eat it. Don't you tell me how many eggs I need, Steel Wool Studios. Don't you tell me how many calories I need, Steel Wool. How many FNAF games? Make a Friday Night Funkin' out of that. Just shoving more lore down my throat in the form of eggs. Fully egged. The Coranger. Matt, please don't make lore based off of Bill Nye. Is there lore in Bill Nye? Matt trying to find lore and stuff that has barely any plot. Here, hold up. Oh, Bill Nye. I haven't watched Bill Nye in a long time. I should watch some Bill Nye. Loved Bill Nye. Did you? I aspire to be Bill Nye at one point. Like, that was always kind of like, I want to be him in the Mythbusters, hence the show. Then I saw Bill Nye in real life, and I saw him like at a personal documentary and stuff. He's kind of like ornery, which bummed me out.
Ordinary?
Ornery.
Ornery.
Yeah, kind of like grumpy. And I'm like, no, but you're Bill Nye. Like, woo, science, no. He was kind of like grumpy. And I don't know if he was having a bad day or what, but I was like, oh. It was one of those like don't meet your hero moments where in general, I haven't had a lot of those, but there's a couple where I've like seen the person or met the person and I'm like, you are not what I expected of you when, you know, I've seen you in various media or whatever, right? And I'm like, this didn't go as well. I've had that with some YouTubers too, where I'm like, hey, I love you. Like your stuff is great. Let's hang out and talk. And like, and you're like, oh, okay. And this isn't like me coming in as like fan. It's like, hey, hello, fellow creator. Sometimes, you know, not even like as large as us or as experienced as us or whatever. And like, just kind of like hands off. And you're like, oh, okay. I guess that's it. Bye. Nice talk. Oh. Slicing the cheese. This does look like just I'm gonna find lore in here. This, and then I make a 20-minute episode about it, right? What's this about? I need to watch this episode of Bill Nye. There it is. That is the scrap of lore that Garten of Banban has given me. And then me and the magnifying glass is literally, here's my 15-minute theory on it. There it is. I do want to check out Bill Nye now. Is there Bill Nye lore? Is there a connected series in Bill Nye?
I mean, there has to be.
You would think that, right? There must be.
Right?
I'm intrigued and we'll find out. Still, it's less out of context than his average video. Express Squash 9940. What did this even mean? Yeah, yep, that's one of them that's existed for a while. Okay.
It's time.
Is it time?
It's time.
It's time for me to reveal what this is about. This is one of those reasons why you can't take things out of context from like 10 years ago in online, or why you have to go back and just purge through all your social media accounts because it's like, well, out of the context of the time, we better cut this. So this was a shot taken of me on the night of, I think it was the first 50 Shades of Grey movie launch. It was either the first or second, I forget which one. But Stephanie and her co-workers were all going to see it. Like Stephanie had no affiliation with the movie, or had no affiliation with that franchise. Was not interested in it, is not the sort of thing that appeals to her at all, is so vastly removed from like that whole world that she would be interested in. But all of her co-workers at the time, we weren't doing YouTube at the time, or I was doing YouTube, but also had my day job. And no, 2015 I didn't, but she was not full-time with us. She had a day job. And it was one of those things where her co-workers were like, hey, we're getting a group together to go see this. Let's go. And do you want to come? And so Steph's like, yeah, I'll go. And she asked me if I wanted to join. And I'm like, yeah, I'm curious because this is such a cultural phenomenon. Like, I don't think it can go understated how big 50 Shades of Grey was as an IP, as like a female-centric movie-going experience. Like, it was so unique at the time that it launched, and you saw just, and I knew that, and so I was curious about it. Like as a person who studies pop culture and is fascinated by pop cultural trends and watches things that aren't necessarily oriented towards me or with me as the target audience in mind, I just like to learn about them, and I love to expose myself to all these different things just so I could experience them. I knew nothing about it outside of like the broad strokes. And so I'm like, yeah, I want to go. So I went, and I was kind of separate from their group because I didn't want to encroach on their stuff, but Steph and I wanted to talk about it afterwards. And I was shocked by scenes like this. Like, the theater was overflowing with a bunch of hungry, middle-aged women. Like, I was shocked by how many mothers and grandmothers and parents and like all of them getting their groups together to have this cultural experience that was the 50 Shades of Grey movie. And the energy in that room, and I like the picture doesn't really encapsulate, but you see the people, but like the energy in that room was so palpable of everyone who was just like very heightened and very excited. And it's not a group of individuals who you normally associate with like, ooh, tittering and like, ooh, and like just, it was raucous and everyone was like drinking heavily and stuff. It was wild. And that's why I posted this at the time, because it was such a weird cultural moment. And I think my description of it is apt. And that's why it's 50 Shades of Awkward, because I felt, and I was like one of the few guys, like that was the other half of that was like, I was very heavily in the minority there, and it was very clear that this was not like a cultural moment for me. And so it was really interesting being a fly on the wall sitting there and observing it like I was. So that's what that story is. That's the context that never gets understood about that photo. Does that explain it, Ash?
Yes. I think putting hungry in quotes is what really does it for me. It's like, oh.
I mean, again, the energy in that room was very palpable. Right. And everyone knew what movie they were going to.
Right.
And they were very eager to see what that movie had to present to them.
Okay.
Just saying.
Hungry.
They were hungry.
Yeah.
They were hungry. It was intense. It was wild. Look at poor innocent MatPat there. He didn't know what was hitting him in that moment. But he learned.
That is tiny Matt.
That is tiny Matt. That's baby Matt.
Wow.
Right? Meme Lord 8419. Oh, I saw this one circulating. Dogboy based on TikTok. I saw this circulating, but I never actually stopped to listen to it. So, voice for Spider-Man 2.
Heart the leg of that spider. He's gonna wish he never came to New York.
What? No way!
He's gonna wish he never came to New York.
That does sound like me. Did they get an AI like voice bot to do that? That's crazy. That he came to New York. Something like I'd have to pitch it, but like that. They'll make him wish he never came to New York. Like I settle into it, but that's crazy. Wow. That is eerie. That is eerie. I'm so excited about being in Spider-Man 2. Good for me.
Yeah,
Look at
congrats,
me.
Matt.
I'm voice acting in all these things that I didn't even realize.
Woo.
Sometimes it feels like that though. We make so many videos at this point and there's so many projects going on, which is great. It's exciting. It keeps us busy, but it's one of those things where sometimes I voice things or I like film something and then like a month or two later, it's like, oh, I saw you in that pre-roll ad. And I'm like, oh yeah, I did film that thing, didn't I? Or like, oh, they made a computer-generated model of you, like a CGI model of you for that mobile game ad. And I'm like, oh, that's me. Look at me. There I am. So that's so funny. I did not record that. That is not me. I was too busy watching 50 Shades of Grey. Wait. Oh, back here.
Oh, here we are.
Here we are again. Oh. Chekhov's egg. The level of yes-anding doesn't... Oh. This was a wonderful moment. This was truly special.
This is ridiculous. We found this together. And you're just gonna hog all the credit? You're gonna take all the credit for that? That's my theory. My theory is the valid theory. MatPat can suck an egg. He doesn't know.
Wait, what? Hold up. Are you kidding me?
My theory is the valid theory. MatPat can suck an egg. He doesn't.
What a phrase. Is that a phrase that actually exists?
MatPat can suck an egg.
MatPat can suck an egg. Maybe suck an egg isn't a phrase, but MatPat can suck an egg.
Have a gun. And now it's been seen, I will have to shoot someone before the end of the play. Chekhov's gun.
If you are presented with an egg, one must suck that egg before the end of the scene. That's it. By the rules of improv, one must suck the egg.
The cornerstone of improvisation around the world is a great two-word phrase called yes and. Yes means that you accept everything that's brought to you, regardless of who brought it to you, regardless
teaching
of
me about
what it
yes
is,
anding.
regardless of what you think it means based on who gave it to you, you accept it at face value.
This one's for you, Mark.
Valid theory. MatPat can suck an egg. He doesn't know anything about
I wonder if I can get two eggs in my mouth.
He knows, but I know that he doesn't know the right
Do you want to try?
Kind of, yeah. Can we get 2 eggs?
Give me 1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay.
Here, you go get 1 minute. I'm gonna go react to the next one.
Okay.
2 eggs. This is great. I'm glad that we've all learned. Also, it's weird to me that yes and has been like the theme of this year for me, I guess, in terms of, I talked about that pretty heavily in my episode all about the PGA Tour over on Game Theory, where I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll play in a PGA tournament, why not? Yes and. Or, well, the Broadway play one. I didn't mention it there. That one's on Film Theory, where we helped produce a Broadway play. But that was another moment where it's like, yeah, Someone reached out to me to produce a Broadway play. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? This will be interesting. It's been the Streamies actually is another really good example of that, where they're like, hey, do you want to host the Streamies? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And let me do my best to make this as good as possible, within the realm that I have control over as a host. Like, yes, and. All of those are available across all the channels, by the way, so check them out. My little yes and journey. Mark's like, hey, suck an egg, Matt. And I'm like, yes. And no, I'm going to suck 2 of them. They fit in my mouth very nicely. Next. Well, Ash goes and gets the eggs. Fruit Coketail says, this just feels like a meme format. It does. It does feel like a meme format. Me just sad and thoughtful, and Tom trying to explain things to me. It does feel like a meme.
I have bad news.
We have an egg and a marshmallow. Am I going to do Chubby Bunny with an egg and a marshmallow? Ooh, this is very light.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can only suck 1 egg.
God nerfed you, Matt.
1 egg. Clearly, man was not meant to suck 2 eggs. Clearly. At this point, I feel like it's just par for the course. Like, this is a nice cold one, too. It's very chilled. I feel like every time I do this, it's like the lamest version of Russian roulette, by the way. Like the brand safe version of Russian roulette. Because it's like, every time I do this, I expect the egg to crack in my mouth. Like, one of these days, I'm going to like put it in and it's going to catch a tooth in the wrong way or something. And it's just going to open up into my mouth.
This one feels bigger than last time.
This is a slightly larger egg. This is a jumbo. This is an extra large egg.
Not spawn.
Hashtag not spawned by Eggland's Best. But this is extra large. I have no... Do you have preferences in terms of the size of your eggs, Ash? Because I know there's like large, extra large, jumbo, and then there's like double jumbo.
Double jumbo.
I don't know if I just made that up.
Oh
I feel like there's a size above jumbo.
That's a thick egg.
Thick eggs.
Oof.
No preferences on
Yeah,
eggs?
I mean, I'll go large. I'll go jumbo.
You'll go jumbo? All the way jumbo?
Oh, yeah.
See, jumbo feels like a lot of egg to me. If it's large, that's good enough egg. I'm surprised that we got extra. Like, I don't know how I feel about these extra large. They don't fit in my mouth all that well.
Does the size of the egg affect the size of the yolk? Like, is it thicker?
I think that's the whole point.
Just like more yolk?
Is that there's more of everything inside. Yolk and albumin.
Albumin?
I believe albumin is the name of all this.
I am never calling that mess an egg white ever again.
Wait. It's the egg white or the protein contain. Yeah, it's the egg albumin.
Oh, definitely calling it albumin from now on.
From now on, go around and instead of ordering just like an egg white omelet, just go and order like, hey, can I have an egg albumin omelet? And everyone will be like, what? Egg whites.
Those gym bros and their albumin.
No, they love them albumin. Wow. Here we go. Let's speed through some of these last ones. Ring Original 94. Can we all collectively agree that this intro needs to come back? Oh wait, is this the original game theory? Also, I love this dance. Me trying to understand the complicated lore of Five Nights at Freddy's, but MatPat, I'm like a DDR pad. MatPat decides to put this absolute banger. Yes! Right, we should bring this back. This is so good. Who cares if YouTube's all about retention and like efficiency of content? Oh, so good. So good!
Cut off at the so.
Oh, spelling failure. Oh, that's who made the song.
Yeah.
Oh, spelling failure and Science Blaster. Name of the song, Science Blaster, so good. It pains me in the deepest reaches of my soul that, and here's that we can't use it anymore because of like YouTube's push for efficiency of content and make sure it gets to the point quickly and blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, like, on one hand, I'm mad about it, but also it's happening across every industry at this point, right? Like, gone are the days where TV shows have intro sequences like streaming, they still have really long intro sequences because they know that it's streaming and it doesn't matter, and they actually want your watch minutes. Like they're like, oh, this is just a lean back experience anyway, so they keep these like really long intros. But like normal TV shows have lost all the credits, they've lost all the intros. Like so much has become so streamlined at this point that the days of like the intro theme and stuff are largely gone, which makes me sad because you think of some like iconic songs, and you know, ours included actually, is like, it's like, oh, some of the biggest bangers are from those shows that I used to watch. It's great. We should find a way to bring it back though.
Oh yeah.
We should. We'll figure it out. Recent FNAF lore we like, and also to use the style theory intro that we made at one point.
What a concept.
We are still working on the lore-fi episode, like so lo-fi, but it's our version. It's lore-fi, and so we've already transitioned. It's funny, you've only heard the style theory theme once if you watch our meme reviews because we played a little bit of it in here. That already has a lo-fi version of it now, so it's interesting that the lo-fi version of the style theory theme will probably be more known, or like that'll be the thing that people hear first rather than the actual theme as it was originally written.
Ryder's going off.
Ryder's popping off, man.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a good guy. We got a lot of, all through September, that's our thing, is we're working on the lo-fi, but it's lo-fi with lore. That's why we're calling it the Lore-Fi project.
Nice.
It's fun. That'll be fun. Hopefully we get that before the end of the year. Like we get all that up before the end of the year. Recent FNAF lore be like, you took everything from me. The Mimic, I don't even know who you are. Yeah. The Mimic didn't take, it has kind of taken everything from me. As we talked about in one of the FNAF reaction episodes, it's like, hey, I don't even know if the original 6 games are relevant anymore. I think we're just starting with a clean slate, maybe. So yeah, the Mimic did take everything from us. Thanks, Mimic. Thanks, Modern FNAF. That isn't obnoxious at all. It's from Ring Original. I don't know how he does it, but it works. MatPat's theories. Oh, great. Here we go.
2 plus 2 equals 6. And let me tell you why it equals 6. Because look at this. There are 2 2's. So therefore, there is an additional 2 that no one talks about because the government...
Oh, no! Oh, no! You had me going. And then all of a sudden, we pivoted hard to the right. Oh man, that's great. That's really funny. That's Ring Original, but also Tyler Autizzi. Wow. Yeah, I mean that's one of the things I like is combining the information and then doing a couple steps further and going from there. Yeah, this is accurate. We should hire that woman to be a writer for us.
I love that.
I think she would do great.
She'd do numbers.
She's
doing numbers right now.
She's doing numbers now. She'll do even bigger numbers with us.
Oh yeah.
She'll be calculating how many watts of power it takes to fuel an animatronic.
3 plus 3 is about to equal 10.
Oh, buddy. 12. 3 plus 3 is 2 3s. So you have 3 plus 3 is 6, but then you have to multiply it by 2, which is 12.
Oh.
Because there's two 3s.
But maybe it's 3 plus 3, but then there's a secret 2 that nobody knows about.
Secret 2.
And then it would be 11.
Which is the lore.
True.
Well, it's 33, but then you subtract 2, because it's hiding, so it's 31.
Oh, that makes sense.
See, this is the math they don't teach you in school because they're scared of it. They're afraid. Dropping my lore album, be like. There it is. Lore album. Oh, here we go. Hopping over to the TikToks. Whoa, Aloe Beans. Think about that time Scott Cawthon made Impreg. Yeah, me too, thinking about that. Scott Cawthon, for some reason, a few years ago.
Nah, he gotta be pregnant. Yeah, nah, he gotta be pregnant.
Oh, yeah, I am. I do gotta be pregnant. That was a weird one.
Right?
That was a weird one. For those of you who don't know what's going on, not Tales from the Pizzaplex, the one that came before, Fazbear Frights, had a lot of stories, and one of them had a guy named Matthew who gives birth to a version of Springtrap. That's the story. A jerky, arrogant guy who is just detestable in every way. Just like they just piled on all the worst qualities onto this character Matthew in this story, and he loves video games and he loves digging through them and stuff. And he's there and he's working on his game, and all of a sudden he starts he starts becoming pregnant, and then eventually he's like, oh no, I need to give birth to this thing, and he gives himself a manual cesarean section and gives birth to Springtrap. That man was Matthew. And it felt, and it's funny because the internet says like, oh, Matthew, it's MatPat, it's MatPat. Like, reading the story, it feels very targeted. It does. Like, reading it, I'm like, this feels oddly personal. Like, what is going on here? Like, normally I'd be like, oh, it's just a character name. It's just a character name. It felt kind of specific. That was weird. So you're welcome. I gave birth to Springtrap.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm proud of him. They grew up so fast. Maybe that's what this whole thing. I gave birth to the modern version of FNAF lore, where it's crossed over into real life. Because in that story, right? Because in that story, it's about this game designer who takes a digital entity of Springtrap and births him into the real world, and he becomes a real entity. And now where are we in the FNAF lore? We're currently questioning, hey, the first 6 games were games, and now the FNAF lore has crossed into the real world, and some of these things are real, and this and that, and Glitchtrap's real, and this and that. It was me. It was the fruit of my loins. My loins gave birth to modern FNAF. You're welcome. That's a quote that you can slap on a box review somewhere. Next up, it's beautiful. Ticecraft. Yes! This is the best. I love the Sinister 6. So MatPat can suck an egg. Ooh, this one's cracked. You gave me a cracked egg.
It's cracked?
Yeah, this buddy was going to pop in my mouth.
Are you sure you didn't do that?
He do be popping, though.
Oh.
This is great, though. I love the fact that this is carried on, that it all started with Dawko reacting, and then Mark did it, and then you. I mean, kudos to you for the yes-anding there of coming up with a react to Mark. I don't think either of us expected it to go from there, though.
No.
So the fact that John picked it up from there, we set the standard, but John truly transitioned it to the meme.
Right.
And then it's been great ever since. So now there's 6. Has Dawko reacted to it again? I feel like the loop has to close with Dawko reacting to it again. There's 2 ways that this loop finishes, right? In my ideal version, and if I had control over everything in the world, which would be nice, but I don't, is the idea of if either A, everyone, the whole screen just is filled with reactions at a certain point and you can't even see the gameplay anymore, that would be wonderful. Or if we can't get it to that level, or Dawko just reacts to himself reacting to everyone else. And the cycle completes. It goes all the way back around and Dawko is now there again. Perfect. Poetry. Wonderful. Epic conclusion to an epic series of memes. And speaking of epic conclusions, that brings us to an epic conclusion of today, my friends. Thank you for joining me over the last couple years with this background. We'll see you on our usual cadence with a new upload that'll be in a different background. So we're not skipping really anything. It'll just transition magically behind us. Thank you for joining me on my journey to suck all the eggs. Thank you for me preaching the good word about how many calories it takes and how many calories are important for your body. That's very important. And thank you most of all for letting me do my lifts with pizza plexes and pizza ovens. Ash, thank you so much for everything that you've done down here. I look forward to seeing you upstairs.
Thank you, Matt.
I look forward to seeing you guys upstairs as well. So anyway, thank you for the memes. Keep them coming. Reddit itself might not be strong, but our subreddit is definitely strong. We are the things that are lifting Reddit. We are propping it up. Top 1% of subreddits there. That's us right there. Maybe we'll be the top 0.1% because everyone else is hemorrhaged off that platform. It'll just be the Game Theorist Reddit. So thank you guys so much as always for everything that you submitted. Keep it coming. It's always a joy for us to see. And as always, remember, it wasn't a live stream, but it was a video for you. See ya!